If you know Lagos, you know this structure. The Oshodi Bus Interchange is a landmark people pass going to or coming from Lagos Airport, but it's also a vital part of the system of getting people to and from their destinations in Nigeria's commercial capital. Lagos is sub-Saharan Africa's biggest city. It's home to more than 20 million people, and with a natural population growth rate of up to 6%, that constitutes nearly half of Nigeria's entire workforce. Over the years though, Nigeria's rate of infrastructural development has not paralleled that of its population growth, which has caused many industries to fall behind. Here in Lagos, transportation is one of them. So we've come to meet people in the business of changing the face of Lagos's transportation sector for the better. This is Abiodun Otowola. He's the Chief Executive Officer at Planet Project, the company responsible for building the Oshodi Bus Terminal, the largest of its kind in West Africa.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a decision of Lagos State government, to transform Oshodi from the chaotic, highly congested, crime-prone environment, to a world-class environment. So, like all over the world, anytime there's a lot of commercial activity, transport, we always work together, and then from that you can create a scenario environment, create a nexus that can then allow you to organize the transport system.
The terminal boasts a 3-story facility featuring 3 separate terminals linked by a skywalk bridge. It's built in between 2 important roads, the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway and the Agege Motor Road.
This took us about 2.5 years, so working day and night. And I can say to you that this is a proudly Nigerian project. So we are a Nigerian company, indigenous company, so this is a testament of what Nigerians can do if given the opportunity. And I can say to you that this project was commissioned April 24, 2019 by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, DCFR. I came with about 6 governors. And since then, it's been a beehive of activities. Operation started officially, I think, May 2019. And since then, today, we're doing about 25,000 passengers every day. We then have 3 terminals, Terminal 1, Terminal 2, and 3. So Terminal 2 serves Lagos West, and then the eastern part of Lagos as well, which is Alimosho, Egbeda, and Agege. While going to Lagos West, going to Mile 2, going to First Stack and Satellite Town, all of that is conducted here. Also, it connects the BRT, all the way to Abule Egba. So Abule Egba, the BRT actually dovetailed into Terminal 2, which was flagged up by Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in 2020. So behind you there is Terminal 3. So Terminal 3 is for Lagos North, and then of course that Lagos South, which is the Lagos Island. So people going to Aja, Obalende, and the people that bought there, and then of course Ikorodu, Ojota, and so on. While to my right is Terminal 1, which is interstate. So the whole of the west, Lagos, go to Abeokuta, Ibadan, Osogbo, Akure, and then the east. So with the luxurious buses. So right now we can say confidently that if you are in Oshodi, indeed you can travel to the eastern and the western part of Nigeria. The northern part will also join very soon.
Oshodi has long had a notorious reputation. Petty theft and violent crime are a not too distant memory for many locals. But Otowola says the coming of the bus terminal has added value to an area many thought was worthless.
Yeah, it's very important to them. And the way to answer that is what happened during the NSAS. So one of the things we did during the construction, we created an inclusive system whereby we actually engage with the community. So we had a lot of stakeholder engagement, and we said, look, over 80% of people that will work on this terminal will come from the community. So over 1,000 workers at a time, all of them from this community, so they were earning their living. So they see it as part of their heritage, they see it as part of the pride. And because we haven't changed the name, also the name is a very popular brand all over the world. So we retained the name even after the construction. So they're happy, they feel a sense of ownership. So during the NSAS crisis, we have to activate these guys to say, oh, gentlemen, there's crisis in town, we have to protect it. And they rose to the occasion and protected it. So it shows to us clearly that these guys have accepted it as part of their own. And if you go around, you see a lot of them still working here during the operation phase as well. So the people are happy generally. They haven't seen anything like this before. So if you see the level of attention, people coming here to take photographs, selfies, it's quite a very interesting journey for us as well. And people are very happy.
And the passengers agree.
It's actually improved because I've been around here for a long time, beginning from the time of LUSTC buses down to the Fashola BRT, and now what we have. There's been a lot of improvement. The place is cleaner, better organized, That's all I can say. It's far better than what it used to be.
The travel aspect is okay. We thank God that people from Port Harcourt, Enugu, they are enjoying it because it's very okay. People from Ibadan going to Ibadan is okay. Everything is okay. But the only problem we have is only Abulegba to Oshodi.
Actually, yeah, in Oshodi, it's not still safe for me. But with the BRT, at least once I've gotten to the BRT terminal, I've gotten to the bus, I think I'm fine. Oh, there have been a lot of changes. At least there used to be some bad boys around here at night, robbing people, collecting their gadgets, their money and their bags and all, but now it is reduced. At least I can say yesterday I was still at Oshodi around 10:30 p.m. and I can walk around freely, so it is reduced. First thing, I would say it has made it easier for me because before, going with the yellow buses has been very hectic because of traffic and all, and they can be very slow on the road and very rough. But with the BRT, I think they have been cautious of their driving because I think it's a company vehicle and it's the AC very important and the charging ports. For me, it has been very easy.
The plan is to make the Oshodi Bus Terminal more than a bus interchange. It's fast preparing to become a tourist hub too. Retail banks, food and hospitality businesses are all hoping to open up shop and take advantage of the immense foot traffic.
Currently, we have close to 40 businesses that are already set up, into one shop or kiosk or the other. And more are still coming, so we have room to take over 500 businesses here. So a lot of them are making inquiries every day and they are showing interest. So you can't beat a place where you have over 20,000 passengers every day. Despite
the development, some people feel shut out from the prosperity the bus exchange has brought.
There was a market here before. Cars were parked at the front, but when the government came, they demolished the market and made it hard for the local drivers to make a living. Just yesterday, there was a dispute with the informal drivers and the people at the bus station. We all work for the government in our own way. For us who work in the market, things are hard for us too. We are the ones responsible for our families. If they chase us from here, people will have no choice but to turn to crime.
Before, when the rain starts falling, there's nowhere to hide ourselves. But now, see, this terminal is here. Anytime rain starts like this, they allow us to park our market and hide inside the terminal till rain. But the only problem that I'm going to that the price of this motor is too much.
Before it has built, things are costly. So, and after the terminal, it has getting worse and worse.
Make no mistake, Lagos is notorious for traffic. Other transport options such as water and rail are underutilized. As a result, the transport infrastructure of Lagos depends too much on roads. The density of the road network, that is, the ratio of the length of Nigeria's roads to its land area, is estimated to be 2.2 kilometers for every 1,000 people. That is well below the continental average. And Lagos State Transport Ministry predicts demand for trips will double to 40 million passengers by 2032. But it's not all doom and gloom. The future for road travel, not just in Lagos, but indeed across Nigeria, has undeniable potential and still has scope for improvement. And Planet Project want to make sure the Oshodi Bus Interchange hones in on that. So there we have it. It's clear the face of transportation in Lagos, Africa's most populous city, is changing. And those responsible for that change say it's happening for the better as they head towards a Lagos being built by the people, for the people. Adefemi Akinsanya, Arise News at the Oshodi Bus Interchange right here in Lagos.